What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. It's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of talk since President Donald Trump announced on Friday that he will not be attending the wedding of his oldest son, Donald Trump Jr. this weekend, citing circumstances relating to government. Relating to government. So you have Junior, 48, and I apologize to say this name wrong. Bettina, I don't know if I'm saying that right, 39, are planning to get married. And they, end up getting married or whatever. I don't know what this link is. I probably shouldn't have clicked on it. It's just a journal, though. Says President Trump, who campaigned in upstate New York on Friday, Michael Lawler, a Republican, was slated to return immediately to the White House. Trump did post on Truth Social, and I have that right here. Says, while I very much wanted to be with my son, Don Jr., the newest member of the Trump family, his soon-to-be wife, Bettina, circumstances pertaining to government and my love for the United States of America do not allow me to do so. I feel it is important for me to remain in Washington, D.C. at the White House during this important period of time. Congratulations, Don and Bettina. President Donald J. Trump. Now, I'm going to say this. People, and I'm not about to sit here and act like and basically sugarcoat and, things like that. I truly feel we don't know, and this is mentally, this is more so of the importance of what's going on in America. My thing is, let me put it this way. So many people have a problem with President Trump not attending his son's wedding, but my thing is, if he did, okay, let me put it this way. If he did attend the wedding, him not attending the wedding, it was still going to be a problem regardless. Because if he did attend the wedding, then The View or anybody else, that obviously don't support Trump or disagree with Trump, they would say, he had a wedding to go to, and he's out doing this, he's out doing that, and they had this big wedding, this nice wedding that I'm sure he paid for, and this, that, and the other. They was going to make a big thing out of it. I'm going to tell you, they're going to make a big thing out of it. But seeing how President Trump, again, the love for America, the not only the love for America, but him having to, get things situated. Y'all know President Trump has been on top of it nonstop. And that's what I don't get out of a lot of people. Let's just say, for instance, he got something going on family-wise that we don't know about. That's stuff that we don't know. And usually what you do when it comes to that, you mind your damn business. You mind your business. That's what you do. But according to these ladies, they don't. Check it out.
The oldest son and namesake of who just got married in the Bahamas. But his father explained why he couldn't make the trip. Take a look.
I think they're funny.
He'd like me to go, but it's going to be just a small little private affair, and I'm going to try and make it. I'm in the midst. I said, this is not good timing for me. I have a thing called Iran and other things. That's one I can't win on. If I do attend, I get killed. If I don't attend, I get killed. By the fake news, of course, I'm talking about. No, but he's got a very a person who I've known for a long time, and hopefully they're going to have a great marriage.
No, he's talking about the girl.
That's his son. It's his son.
No, he's talking about her, I think.
Yeah, he's talking about her.
I think he's talking about.
I thought he was talking about his.
The thing would be, the guy,
Oh, okay.
this guy has to be the bride at every wedding, so they're not going to pay attention to him. Okay, that's number one. And if they had
Hey,
done
this
the
is
wedding
this
at
is
McDonald's-
spoken from a person that loved Trump back then, y'all. That's what's wild about it. This is spoken from a person that loved President Trump. I'm talking about as soon as Trump got into politics, most people turned their back on him.
And if they had done the wedding at McDonald's, maybe he would go.
Yeah. So I, oddly enough, talked about this on CNN on Friday, and I said he should go. A parent should try to never miss their child's funeral. Or, I'm sorry, wedding. I honestly, I'm so tired. I have a 3-month-old.
That's no excuse. To say something that crazy. Alyssa's a flip-flopper, bro. There's no way to say something that crazy. To bring up a funeral. Not, okay, let's put it this way. Knowing and seeing on what President Trump and his family has been through over the years, of all these attempts, you say something like that. That's why I always say there are some things that Alyssa say that make sense, and there are a lot of things that Alyssa does and says that is completely outrageous, and this is definitely one of them. And it's truly sickening, the simple fact, that she even said that. You got people just seeing how everybody reacted, even Joy. Even everybody reacted in a way like, oh, like, did she for real just say this, Alyssa? Surprising, right? Not that surprising, but definitely I would say I would expect that to come from Sunny, Hostin, or Whoopi, or even Joy. But for Alyssa to say that and then use the excuse to say, oh, I've been tired, I got a 3-month-old. If you've been tired and stuff, why not take that rest and stay at home? To say something that outrageous, that's wild to me.
Honestly, I'm so tired. I have a 3-month-old. That was
Yeah,
not meant.
that was
A parent should never miss a wedding if they're able to. And I actually don't
Depending
think
on
people.
how many they've had.
Yeah, and I don't think people would have criticized if he did that. I
Yeah.
think you're much more likely to get
Well,
criticism for skipping.
You know what? He can go to
candidly.
the next one.
I truly feel, regardless, her saying that he wouldn't get criticism for going there. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they saying that, but I know for a fact, if President Trump would have went to that wedding, and they even so-called of posted him. I'm talking about posting him somewhere. They even got a call that he's at the wedding. Man, that'd be everywhere. Our country, our economy is this, gas prices is like this, and y'all in the Bahamas, y'all are on the water. Y'all drinking mimosas? Y'all on the beach right now? Man, they gonna say everything possible, and they gonna dog the mess, just like they doing right now. They gonna dog the mess up out of President Trump and his whole family. Because that's what they do. But they playing this card, and this right here, this was like this was a treat for them. It was a treat for them. This was something to give their audience that's like, oh, President Trump didn't go to his son's wedding. He didn't go to his son's wedding. So let's put this out here. We got to do this. Let's get everybody. He's just this horrible person. This is what they like to do. I'm telling y'all.
Well, Representative Ro Khanna had the best clapback. So Trump shared an AI image of Trump demanding that Fox News no longer allow Representative Khanna. So he said, "Congratulations on your wedding. Sorry for distracting your dad with this important work," because he stayed behind to post things.
Oh my God.
I just think it's only funny because it's so true.
You don't post if you skip the wedding.
I think, Don Jr. went to his father's second and third wedding, and the least Donald Trump could have done was gone to his son's wedding.
He'll do another.
Sonny, let's not talk about marriages. Let's not talk about you and your husband.
I don't know who would criticize him for going to your
on
child's
now.
wedding.
any
think
serious
it's,
person.
I remember when we had Don Jr. here on the show, and my takeaway at that point, and I think we talked about it, he seemed like such a damaged boy who wanted his father's love.
That's sad.
And there's been a lot of reporting on that, and I can't imagine that this helps.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that this helps. So,
That's sad. Yeah.
Stop, you're killing me. I might start crying.
I mean, it's terrible.
You'd have to have a beating heart to cry, Joy.
It's terrible.
And what did he say he was doing? He said he was watching the
He
war.
had the war in Iran,
The
he said,
war.
and he clearly needed to tweet, so things
He
were
played
busy.
golf when the war in Iran's been going on. He's been playing golf. That didn't stop him.
It's true.
Give me a break.
Well, maybe he should have done something with the ballroom. I mean, he wants a ballroom. I mean, he's a big deal, right?
She expected a reaction out of that, and she didn't get the reaction that she
He
wanted.
did
Do something
request
to
a
that.
wedding at the White House,
Yeah,
and that was turned down.
a source told
See,
People magazine that
If you
that
had
they
built
wanted
the
to get
ballroom,
married.
they could have
at
got
the White
married
House.
there. That's the kind of person you are.
Like I said, regardless, these ladies, they're going to continue. It doesn't matter. Like, this is stuff that they'll do. This is stuff that they'll continue to do because this is stuff that they love to do, is to put out and talk crazy about this. I'll put it this way. This is how they're keeping the small audience that they're having, is doing stuff like this, I should say. putting President Trump's name, you know, that's what it is. Me personally. And I feel that way because, like, first of all, like I said, and like I said it before, all y'all gotta do is just look at they channel and look and you know, every day is something about President Trump, and it'll be like that regardless. President Trump, like I said, if he would have went to the wedding, they still have something to say. Regardless, they'll still have something to say because that's what they love to do. They love to keep up, you know. They drama. Me personally, drama with them is if it was a person, it'd be them. You know, disgusting. It's a lot of names. Y'all can give me plenty of them, I'm sure, because that's just stuff that they love to put out, and it's definitely sickening of even having that and like having individuals like this. I'm telling y'all, one thing about it though, you know, is that you have a president that actually cares about, you know, the United States. You know, they talk about him golfing. You know, what was Biden doing? Biden wasn't even, I'm not even going to lie, and I'm not trying to talk about him or nothing, but Biden, honestly, he wasn't even really being active, doing nothing. He was laying on the beach. Nothing going on. But that's something that they're not going to say. They're going to continue to talk about President Trump, like always. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe, and let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Catch y'all next one.